How's it going, Ultra Buddies? Durian and Gunn here with the Belial episode for reveals. We did, a little break for holidays and stuff, so you're gonna get hit with reveals back to back, and we're starting with lots of Belial cards. Starting with the triple rare level 6, and it is a activate on a double only. When it enters play, you can reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, and if you do, you get one Belial of different levels, one of each Belial with different levels. That is not Belial Mantle, so it cannot grab itself, and put them into your hand, and then you discard the rest. So 7, 9, 14, pretty kind of standard for these like scene searchers kind of effect level 2s or level 6s. But this card's, I think it's going to be super strong because anytime you get to add extra cards to your hand off of a level 6 is really nice, right?
Yeah. I think it's really strong. The draw power is really good. Belial has a good use for draws with being able to build more of your Belial triple rares, discarding
Mhm.
cards, even being able to put down maybe like a later turn 6, 7, 14K Belial. I think the other important part will just be to really get the value out of this deck or this card, you have to have a Belial heavier deck. Like, this only works on
Right.
doubles, so if you're only running like 4 level 5s,
Mhm.
chances of you getting this when you need it be a little trickier, but if you're able to
Definitely.
really lean into this, I think it'll be strong.
So I will say there's actually one, even in like kind of a lighter Belial deck, or maybe say like the one that I took to New York.
Mhm.
There's I wish to only place 6 level 5s. I would be pretty happy to play this in that deck still, probably, because I am playing some of like the 11,000
Yeah.
power level 2s, and those ones don't actually have a triple grade BP. So sometimes I play them as a 1/2, and I can't get extra value out of my Belial triple rare because they're already kind of stuck at their max power. So that's definitely something interesting to think about. Ooh,
On that
exciting.
topic, something we will probably need to see when all the cards get revealed is that so we've seen like the rare Belials, but we haven't seen
Mhm.
the uncommon
Yeah.
Belials, and that might be another factor into like the example you just had. Like, will there be a 12,000 double, or maybe we'll get like a BP grade up against power or speed,
Right, right.
and then that could be your like 14K triple. Or yeah.
True, true, true. So very definitely gonna be interesting. I mean, we've done a little like pre-testing with proxies with Jeed, and the Jeed card being able to add one extra Jeed to hand, potentially two, is kind of insane. So I expected this Belial. Like after doing that, I'm like much more excited about this
Mm.
Belial because at first I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know, you know. But one of the big differences is for sure that Jeed is typically like a mono deck or almost mono deck. Whereas Belial, you're mixing in a lot of kaijus and things like that, so the chance to hit is going to be a lot lower.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the other big Belial reveal, which is a level 7, not 5 king, Ultraman Belial level 7, which is a triple activate. And you can, if you, there's a lot of words here, choose a kaiju that has extra grade with BP 8,000 or less, and if they're currently an extra grade. Then you can exile 1 to 10 Belial cards in your discard area from the game. This is all the cost, the requirements to pay the effect. Then for every Belial card you exiled with this effect, give the chosen character plus 1,000 BP for this turn. So you could make an 18,000, not too shabby, but having 10 Belial cards in your
Yeah.
discard, that part I don't know about.
I would say like, yeah, 18K is a big stretch, like a lot of setup for, but I think even being
Hmm.
able to give like a plus 4 or 5,000, if
Hmm.
you have a Belial heavy deck, and getting to like a 12, 13 could be really good. Because otherwise, let's say I park a 12K double speed type against your, uh, uh I don't know,
Like
Golba or
Golba or
something.
something, yeah.
Yeah, or you have a Katana Thor, and then I have a level 4, and it's stuck there, and I'm like, oh, you're stuck with the Katana Thor. Let me just play like a 9K double, and then I'll be safe.
Yeah, that's true. It definitely does a little bit fix that issue that I have with Katana Thor, which I don't super love. But yeah, it's interesting. I feel like, and given what we know now, it feels like the strongest use of this card is with comboing with Jeet Identity. Comboing like two ways. The first way is the obvious way, which is your guy is an EX grade. Then you use this Belial to boost it up, and then you flip it back so it's not losing anymore. So you like get the power boost, and then you like get back to normal BP grades. And then like the sneaky way of using it is forcing yourself to lose because you can actually boost it higher with this one than like it currently is. So we'll see. It'll be kind of interesting. I think I'm in. You guys will see if you don't know all the Belial cards that I'm still waiting on a few reveals to see whether like how I feel about this one in total, because you're also not exiling or discarding a lot of cards generally in Belial. So building up that discard for like a power play with this is not seem super likely.
Yeah, we will want to see the rest of the cards. It feels like this one doesn't jump out as like this is
Mm-hmm.
going to make Belial like a crazy deck.
Yeah.
It is somewhat restrictive. It has to be a triple. So then
Yeah.
if you're playing Belial decks that need to have triple cards, then you're really leaning into like a much heavier Belial deck than
Mm-hmm.
before. Um, but that was kind of like the fun of the Belial decks. You have a bunch of kaijus, and you never know
Yeah.
what you're going to get. If every Belial deck is now the same Belials, Zetons, maybe a Golba, then it's not quite as interesting as it was
Yeah.
before.
Well, and the thing is, this doesn't even work with the Zetons because their EXBP is
Oh yeah,
20,000, not
but
8,000.
you still want Zetons. I
Yeah,
mean,
but it's like
oh
it
yeah,
just makes it hard to like fit everything you want to
yeah,
in
yeah.
playing this. So we'll just kind of have to see how it goes with this one. And the last Belial card in this video is just a simple anti kaiju type anti ultra hero card. We've seen this card before for like 0, but instead it's getting a BB grade up if the battle opponent is an ultra hero, which is way more relevant. So this card is pretty nutty, I think.
I think it's really interesting. Like this will get you, like if you're thinking about G identity and things, if you're playing
Mm-hmm.
against the Ultra deck, you will probably win lead with just a single on turns 1 and 2. It'll
Yeah.
beat any scene searchers. It'll beat most like all level ones. And even in the mirror, it's kind of neat because you could play this as a single and then bump it to 10k. That
Mm-hmm.
might be some other Belial singles or even like the doubles for 9k ones.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. I think you're definitely going to want to run these as opposed to whichever other level 5s if you're going to play more Belials.
Yeah, I think this is definitely like the next level 5 Belial that you play now. Because the other one was like it gets plus first power type and goes to 9,000, which is like it's nice if you have like Cheat Identity and stuff, but I don't really like to be revolving your whole deck around Cheat Identity. So I'd rather have a 10,000 that can just get boosted by like the effect I know I want on the field, which is Belial.
Yep.
So let's move on to some other cards. I don't really know where to start, so we're just gonna swap over to Bemstar, the space monster. Why don't you give us a read, Gunklin?
Yeah, so Bemstar, it's a single or double on play. So you may exile one card in your opponent's discard area from the game. If you do, and there's a total of 5 or more cards exiled from the game, both yours and your opponent's, this character's BP becomes extra for the turn.
Mm-hmm. Definitely feels like it combos with that new level 7 Belial a little bit, but it is like I think you were talking about potential combos with this, and it feels a little awkward because most of the exiles in this game are happening at the activate phase, like this
Yes.
one. So you can't play this before you have like 5 really or 4.
Yeah.
You have to like kind of be setting this up throughout the game.
So yeah, I think it's going to be. It's definitely not as easy of a card to play as others. You do have to think about the timing when you want to
Mm-hmm.
use this. But there's also some decks that are exile based that you could slip this in and be
Mm-hmm.
very interesting. Like if you're playing Z Ginga, for example, or Z deck,
Mm-hmm.
you end up with about like 4 exiles a turn after you do the scene.
Right.
But that's also after you've used the scene, so you're
Yeah.
typically winning. Maybe Rosa Blue has some scene discards.
Yeah,
Mebius
you can exile
had some.
discard scenes from your discard and then get some stacks. So I'm hoping there'll be some like fun niche uses for this, but I think it's likely going to be used in Belial. And then like I was saying, the problem is it's an 18,000 EX, which means you can't isn't like combo well with Belial, because you have to use the other Belial on a different EX card to boost it, so that this one can have exile, so that you can play it. It can be an 18k, and then when
It's
after that turn, it's
still
kind
that
of
activate. Yeah, that
it's kind of
interaction's
weird. It's kind
weird.
of weird. But it'll be fun to try it at least, and maybe see how it goes with some other funky combos. So moving on is Kaiser Belial, the anti-zero. Pretty funny, I think. We get a zero hater Belial. When the battle opponent is zero, it gets BP grade increase 1. I think zero is not that relevant, so it probably won't see play for now. But
I
if
mean, are
zero
there
comes back,
other speed types? I'm
the
trying to think.
Belial's the number one hater deck for sure. It's gonna be funny. Like, if zero's meta, let's put this in. Oh, Tiga's meta. Oh, we got Kyriloid, and I feel like it's just gonna keep it's gonna keep getting more cards like that. Maybe at this rate, at what, BP7, we'll get, what is it, Mebius Killer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could get those. There's a lot of kaijus they could always use to fill that Kyriloid type void
yeah.
for problematic decks.
All right, let's see our next one. Ooh, not a Belial, but in the Belial episode, what does this one do for us, Gonkin?
So we have Darklops 0. This one, you may discard a card from your hand to draw a card. And if you discard a Darklops, you can draw another card. So you can start off it, even in just a regular Belial deck, you could discard card, draw a card, and recycle something you don't need. But if you're playing many Darklopses, you get that extra draw. So it's now effectively a level 1 draw for Darklops.
Yeah, really strong card, I think. And we have one Darklops available, which is a single. It'll destroy a round 2 seam, just like pretty solid. It's like probably one of the cards I use the most against you in, like, back in the BP01 days, so I'm very fond of Darklops. But this is like, this card plus that card is not quite enough to get a Darklops deck there. So hoping to see another Darklops. Yes, that means there's no more Darklops this video. But the fact that there's this card opens so many questions for me. Like, it's effectively a draw level 1 just for Darklops. It has the same, like, 1000 7000 power we're used to seeing. Does this mean we get a level 7 Darklops, because it's a kind of like a level 1? Does that mean we're going to treat it like an ultra hero now and give it a scene? But it's an uncommon. It's not a rare. It kind of breaks that trend. So I don't know. I'm very curious. It makes me wonder a lot.
I mean, the door's still open for more Darklops. Like, this reminds me of like the Bolton uncommon. That was a 2000, 7000, but
Yeah.
still like very similar, discard, recycle. So maybe there's room for a level 5 Darklops rare, kind of like how Earth Garon's uncommon did a charge.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you have a proper level 5 rare, reveal 3 cards, grab a kaiju, you have this, you get some more level 6s and maybe a level 7, and then you can put together a Darklops deck.
Don't get my hopes up. Don't get my hopes up.
Well,
Right.
I think going to the next card, maybe there's more reason to get hope.
Yes. The level 7 Kaiser Belial, on a triple only. Yikes! When enters play, yikes! You may give all your Darklops plus 1000 BP each for this turn. So a full field buff, but it's only a 6000 itself, which a 6000, 12,000. That hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
It's yeah. It's
Darklops better be
also only on
good.
a triple. Like, you have to really set it up, and unless you have a lot of Darklops on the field to like make that plus
Yeah.
1000 worthwhile, though, there's still some interesting stuff you can do, because even the Darklops level 6 doubles are 15k.
Yeah.
If you have the first save the end of the world, like the one
Yeah.
that gets you plus 1000 for all level 6 in the Lord Kaijus, all right, 15. Now they're 16 with this 17. Now you have like a bunch of 17.
Oh, true. Bolton's back, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be interesting. I don't like how you have to play it as a triple, but we're kind of in the Darklops waiting zone, I think. And our last card for our episode today will continue putting us in the Darklops waiting zone. Ultra Galaxy Legend Side Story, Ultraman Zero versus Darklops Zero Stage 1 colliding universes. Can you shade read the effect for us?
Yeah, so it's activate round 3 scene once per turn. If you have a Belial, discard one Darklops card from your hand. Give one of your Darklops characters plus 2,000 for this turn. If you do, draw a card. So it's got a lot of effects packed into this. It's like a stronger Arc to the Future kind of thing where you can discard a card plus 2,000.
Yeah.
And you get a card back. So you're... It's so weird. It feels like it almost synergizes with the Belial double rare level 3. Like you're getting more cards in your discard.
Yeah,
but they're only Darklops.
Exactly.
So this scene does require Belial though. So at first I was thinking, like, does Belial get a scene this set? Is this the Belial scene?
Is this the Belial scene or is it the Darklops scene? I don't what are we doing here? It's very confusing.
Yeah. So maybe this is the only scene we get for Belial. It does want you to play a lot of Darklopses because I feel like if you're not playing like a good set of Darklopses, this doesn't feel like you're getting value from it.
No, there's no way. Like if you're not playing, like even the level 5 Darklops, if you're not playing a lot of Darklops, that one doesn't make sense. If you're not playing a lot of Darklops, this one doesn't make a lot of sense. I feel like for sure we're gonna get a like Balton-esque card for Darklops, but it's gonna say like you can have 12 of these in your deck. I think they're gonna hard cut it off. I don't think they're gonna let you truly Balton it up.
Maybe they'll give you like the promo Balton is still, you can have 50 cards, the level 6. Maybe they'll give you something at that stage because it's when you had the unlimited level 5s and like that effect to bump it and the middle
but I
one.
Think like it got crazy. It's much easier if you just future proof it right now.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I hope they test this one very carefully the next time they're going to introduce an invasion mechanic.
Yeah,
but I still wonder what.
But Darklops isn't invasion, is he?
No. Well, if they introduced like,
as many as you want,
yeah, that would probably want to be an invasion card.
All right, well, that is it for the Belial episode / the please give us the last Darklops cards because it doesn't make any sense. I can't figure out this. Like we need more info, bro. We need some more info. And we'll see you in the next one, which will be another triple rare. But let's see what do we have. Oh, again, it just they don't like to spoil us anymore, do they? Just introducing the next cards. Most likely it's Z. I think that's what we're expecting the last triple rare to be. So look forward to that. But there's another triple rare that is different from Z in the next video. So we'll see you there. Bye.